see what they've grown to become. For me, it's really about the service. You said some significant things that I'll table with you before you leave, because there's a lot of inspiration, but there also needs to be some the balance. And that's not a word I like, but the use of emotion makes balance necessary. We live in a world where we want to make excuses for our non-productivity. We want to help people who don't want to be helped because we feel like that's our burden. At the end of the day, you got to help the people who want to be helped, period. What we got to get rid of is adjectives in front of purpose and passion. My name is Grayson. I happen to be black. If I lead with my adjective, then I discount my existence. I don't have a black owned business. I have a business that's owned by a black man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if we put all that stuff in front of it, we continue to cause a divide and we say we're trying to close. We have to truly understand that there's some significant things that we have to do if we want to resolve an existing issue. Einstein put it like this: is that you can't fix a problem the same way they create it. And what we have is emotional people trying to make rational decisions. It does not work. Blame is never going to benefit anybody. And this is what we continue to do. Bash talked about faith. And I'm a man of faith. And what I can't contend in the faith spectrum is how can you put color before Christ? But we do it every day. And we wonder why there's still division. We're trying to put something together that we continue to divide on purpose. In the good of emotion, because that's all it's about. When I look at people and their mindsets about excuses, white America, I contend there's nobody in here who's ever been a slave. So why are you holding on to something you never personally experienced? And you're having it affect how you deal with people. We're not discounting history. But nobody changed your name. Nobody changed my name. And if that's what I'm holding on to, I cannot purposely move forward. So we live in a world where we are, in our essence, to deal with things, missing the bottom line. You talked about the governmental agenda. You talked about how they set us up. Well, here's the reality. Not only do they set us up, they use you. Black Lives Matter had nothing to do with black people.
Speak it.
But you got a whole contingency of minorities championing a cause that was trying to take you out. Get with it. If we do not become empowered in who we are, then forget about social programs, forget about trying to feed people, forget about all that. If you don't teach people how to be the best them they can be. The Bible clearly tells a man to teach him how to fish. It don't say give him one. Say give him one of these for a day, teach him. He can live forever. We're not teaching. We're handing. Here's what we're doing. We're promoting the same message that they say that we're trying to get rid of. Let me just give you something. Stimulus check.
You're going crazy about that.
I got people running around happy they got a vaccine and they got crap to do with coronavirus. Running around, I got to do it. Seriously? That's where your heart is? Are you kidding me right now? I don't tell people not to take it. Don't get it twisted. I don't tell people not to wear masks. Don't get it twisted. But it has nothing to do with what you're wearing and why you're wearing it. Understand that. That's all I'm saying. If that's what you feel works for you, go do it. But it's got nothing to do with the reason that you're wearing it. That's all I'm saying. What you were encouraged to do has nothing to do with the reason they told you to. So we're talking about helping people. We're not going to help anybody until we give them some information to level up. Period. The Bible says in Hosea 4:6 is my people are destroyed through lack of knowledge. And I often ask people, do you know the next verse? Because the next verse is the one that makes the most significant difference. The next verse says, because you have rejected the knowledge, I will reject you as my priest and I will forget your children. See, information isn't void. We just don't want to look for it. We don't like where it came from. I don't like the white mouth it came out of, so I'm going to discount it. Don't mean it's not the right information.
I just so like I hear you, Greg.
I got folks talking about the white man holding that. I work with athletes all the time. You done mad about the white folks, stop taking the check. If you're not mad about it, you won't sit here and watch and protest, but you still gonna be catching footballs on Sunday. Stop lying. Which is why you can't get the support that you want. Because they don't understand what they've been blessed to do. You sitting there marching and going back to there to live. Black lives only matter when black folk kill black folk.
That's it.
So stop the propaganda, stop the, if we're gonna make some change, we gotta do something different. So what these guys are doing with the real-time app is giving some real relative to what's actually going on. It's a narrative that they'll never tell you about.
Right.
See, if you believe what you trust what you hear the most. If the narrative is destruction and division, that's all you believe, no matter what's there. There has to be another voice somewhere. So they will say, no, there's good stuff going on. There's a lot of good stuff going on right here. Look at what they're doing over here. But they're not going to find out about Project 43 because it's not going to make the news. It's doing good.
And I had a reporter to tell that.
Correct. I'm going to tell you.
I mean, what you just said.
Real talk. You doing good stuff. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk you doing good stuff.
Major, tell said news.
Now somebody died, they call him Mark.
Quick.
Exactly.
So you have to understand that relying on those mediums, relying on them to promote a message, a narrative that changes society, you can't. What it's going to take is folks empowering, becoming individualized, moving forward, and making strides in the spaces that were never done before. That's what it's going to take. So for me, getting a chance to work with all these folks is a fun thing for me because all I do is challenge the way they think.
I understand, because I was surprised when that news report told me my story is too good.
Correct. Because the narrative of control is based on fear. Too much positivity gives people hope. I can't do that. That's counterproductive to the narrative. I can't give you that. See, I gotta tell you that 1% of people die, but I can go to 99% of people living.
Boom. Boom.
Because if I get you to talk about it, I get you to create your own destiny, your own deference, and you are speaking, I don't have to bother you, because you'll kill yourself. And we don't kill ourselves because we kill ourselves with our mouth on anything. Because we speak the depth of projects, programs, persistence, and passion every single day. They don't have to do anything. And so what we have to do is become real aware of why it is that we're not succeeding. And we become personally accountable that it's on us, period. It changes the whole world when it's on you. So anytime we have a narrative that white America owes me something, in 2021, if I still need validation from white America, I'm so sick. I don't need nothing from it.
Exactly. 100%.
So it's a different mindset.
Yes, sir. Amen. Amen.
And I understood what you were saying about telling them what you do. The reality of it is, you have to tell what you understand. I've got to come to the table with something.
Yes.
And that's the powerful part about what you can do as an individual. There's nothing too big. He said 200, I was like, that ain't big. That's me. That's me.
Love it.
That's my mindset. But you have to get around folks that have that mindset.
Yes. Yes. You're not scared.
And here's what you gotta understand how many of them do. See, here's the problem. We want people to join us that there's very few select ones that have that mindset. We're trying to grab people in this space that do nothing but detract and prove my action. See, I do all the time what I call circle system. I cut away folks in my circle that aren't doing me any good. Circle system. Circle system. I gotta cut off what's not producing when it comes down to. So for me, it has to be a true message of understanding about who I am.
Yes.
We've never been taught who we are. So I know what capacity that I have. So the reality of it is that your success in life, when it comes down to it, your success is in God's best intentions. Your success lies in God's best interest. Watch this. Here's the deal. I'm going to show you this real quick. Let's say I got a cell phone. When I get that cell phone from the manufacturer, it's complete. You order it, it comes, it's complete. The last thing they put on the box before they ship it is the image of the label. The logo. It's the last thing they put on it. Because when the logo is put on it and it ships, when I receive it, it is totally complete. When I get that book, when I get that box and open it, it comes with a book. The book tells me everything the phone can do. How much of the phone do we actually use? Let's say the phone has 500 apps. How many do you use? 10. It has the capacity for 500. When it came, Genesis 1:26 says, "Who made in the image and likeness of God?" The image was put on you before you came here. See, when I get this phone, the booklet tells me what it can do. The booklet tells me that this phone can call and receive messages. How do you know? Because somebody tested it already before you got it. It tells me that the phone can receive and send emails. How do you know? Because somebody already tested it before it got here. It says that it has an 8-hour battery life. How do you know? Because somebody already tested it before you got here. Everything that you needed to do, you already tested. The problem is you aren't using the capacity of the full use. You're not using but a little bit of what God gave you.
That's the problem.
Now here's what I'm getting to. It also comes with a guarantee and a warranty. The warranty says if something goes wrong with it, you can send it back. Who does that protect? The manufacturers. When you're not doing all you can do, who does that reflect on? The manufacturer. Watch this. Because watch this. When you're in the neighborhood and you mess up, they don't talk about you. They say, so-and-so's son. They talk about your mom and daddy when you're not acting right. Not you. When I'm not doing what I need to do for God, they don't talk about me. They talk about the God. And I say, that's her. See, my success is in his best interest because when I succeed, guess who I attribute it to? The manufacturer.